Meghan Swim here, and today's video I quickly want to share with you a message that was inspired by a conversation I had with a friend of mine the other day. The conversation started because we were talking about responsibilities. Currently I'm dog sitting for my aunt. She has a little 2-pound wiener dog, and my friend and I were at my apartment, and somehow we got on the topic of kids and responsibilities and basically growing up. And I shared how at 26 and as a single female, I really was not interested right now in having children, and I really didn't know if in my future I would. Potentially, maybe one day I'll adopt. Maybe one day I actually will want to have my own child. Realistically, right now, that's not what is my focus. My focus is building my career and getting financial stability for my future. Therefore, if I do choose to have a family in the future, and when I choose to have a family, I will be able to provide for them. When I was 21, I found out about the network marketing industry, and it sparked a fire inside of me about financial freedom, financial independence, and becoming very wealthy that I didn't even know existed. And as soon as that fire was ignited, I realized that in order for me to achieve my highest and best, in order for me to become my next best self, I needed to do whatever it took to keep myself focused and to keep myself moving forward. And I know, to all you parents out there, all you single parents out there, and anyone that had a child when you were younger, I do not know what it's like. I do not know what you experience once you've actually had a child, the type of joy that it brings into your life. And I also don't know the struggles that you go through to be able to raise yourself and another person, especially if you take on this venture when you're young. And so for that, I admire people that have the ability to push through it, and whether they become very, very successful at the other end, or whether, their children just raise up to be respectable community members. I admire that in people, and it was just never a journey that I personally wanted to take. I'm pro-choice. I would never have an abortion if I ever had gotten pregnant, but I also wanted to make sure I took the necessary precautions that it wouldn't happen. And that brings me back to the purpose of this message. So my friend and I were talking about having children, and he mentioned how there should be some sort of firewall or some way that you can basically put up a protector and say, no, not allowed, you got to go home, like we're not making babies today. And I mentioned how I had what's called a Mirena IUD, or intrauterine device, and basically that is that firewall. It's basically the sperm show up and it says, no, get out of here, you're not allowed, do not enter, go the F home. So we were trying to think of the name of the company just as we were having the conversation. I decided to Google it. Because for me, when I heard about a Mirena and I heard that you could have 5 years with no kids, I said, 5 years, no babies? Fuck yeah, sign me up. Those were my exact words. And Mirena, or whatever your pharmaceutical company that represents you is, if you're watching this video, you can contact me to trademark that, and we can figure something out so you can use that as your slogan. So I went on their website, and they're marketing to mothers that are too busy. How are you going to market birth control to a mother who already has children who's too busy? If they're taking precautions to not have any more children, if they've already, exceeded the amount of children they want to have, they're probably going to get some kind of surgical procedure, a vasectomy or tubes tied or something. But the other side is, why wouldn't you market to people that don't want kids yet? If the product is available for somebody for 5 years, like it's going to work for 5 years, if someone's already had a child, they might not want to wait 5 years before they start having more children if that's their plan. And if they don't want any more children, then they're probably going to do something a little bit more permanent to make sure it doesn't happen. Now, the market that I would be in, the high school to 30-year-olds that are not interested in children yet, that want to have some sort of protector so that they can, get through high school or get through university or start their career and get into their 30s before they take on that next stage of life, which more and more people are doing that, I would think that would be a bigger target market. So part of this message was I wanted to share what could be a new slogan for the company Mirena, which would be no babies for 5 years. sign me up. We'll exclude the fuck yeah. I guess that's not necessarily commercial appropriate. But the other part of the message would be to those of you out there that are like me, single, 26, not even single, you know, younger, not looking to have children yet, or looking to have some kind of you know, protection, at least for a couple of years. Hands down, I would recommend it 10,000%. Is it 100% effective? No, nothing is. For me, knowing that I have a precaution that is physically inserted in me and cannot just be ripped out or removed by anybody is a way to have positioned myself to know that until I'm at least 20, I think it's 28 or 29, I'm pretty well protected, and then moving forward I can replace it, or if at that time I feel as though I'm financially willing and able to have children and step into that part of my life, then maybe at that point I do that. Anyway, I just wanted to quickly share this message with you. You know, at 26, everywhere I turn, someone's popping out another baby, somebody else is getting married. I've got friends with 1 kid, 2 kids, 3 kids, and as a single person, it blows my mind that people are able to have any kind of life or have any kind of independence while trying to raise a kid when, like I said, me with minimal responsibilities, I sometimes find it challenging. But anyway, this message is not about that. To all those mothers out there, the younger mothers, everyone out there doing it, kudos to you. And to the folks who I'm really talking to, which are the ones that don't want to be a mother yet, you're the one that's in high school, you know, university, you're trying to put that off till you're 25, 30 plus, get a Mirena IUD, no babies for 5 years, sign yourself up. You have yourself a fantastic day. And if you're looking to join a team that you can create that financial freedom I talked about so that you can set your future family up for financial success, click on the link down below and see what we're up to. Talk to y'all soon. Have a great day.